All right, let's just look at images and I will draw it from there. How hard can it be? It's seaweed, damn it. Parallax scrolling background, 3-tier reef, says Adam. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. All right. How big? Let's go 160. No, let's go about 80 by 240. Good. And what's the easiest way to make seaweed? That is lime green seaweed. Let's give it a little bit less oomph in the color department. That's a bit better. All right. Well, now I've just made a giant blade of grass. Good. Good. All right. How can we make that more seaweedy? We need to warp it. There's a distort in here, isn't there? There we go. That's looking a bit better. It's getting slightly more seaweedy. Now let's duplicate it. Nope, nope, nope. That's not what I want to do. We'll add a blending layer to this. And we'll do a little bit of a color overlay. Getting a little seaweedier. Come on. Well, that could be worse. That's my theory on everything. All right, so we'll duplicate this one. Actually, I wonder if that'll work on Windows Phone. There's actually like a wave thing that you can do, like an effect. Yeah, so that's what I was just gonna say, is that it actually does have a little bit of a go. And we'll rotate that bad boy a little bit. No, like Construct actually has some, like I'm using Photoshop to do a lot of this. Who was that? Oh, that was my sister. I sang her a nice melodic sort of birthday song. Now where is that other one? Color overlay, copy layer style, paste layer style. Hopefully that doesn't. Good. There we go. It's almost starting to look seaweedy. Let's take this one and we'll turn it and shrink it down a little. Ah, bugger. There we go. Change the wave on that one. This is probably more work than I should be doing for seaweed. But now it's fun. Like now it's actually like I'm having fun doing the seaweed. It's terrible to say. But you disagree? You don't not liking the seaweed work? Is it because my seaweed is ugly? Are you saying I have ugly seaweed? Bastard. Okay. It's good enough. All right. Let's move that out just a little bit. That is seaweedy enough for me. Let's crop it and call it done. What? What happened there? That didn't seem right. All right. Well, we'll save it as is and ping 24. Good. Seaweed. We'll insert some seaweed sprites. I'd like to see some weed right now. You know, because it's been what, like 10 years since I smoked weed, but I'd like some right now because that's how I roll. All right, so, and then effects, blend mode, add, there should be like a wavy thing here. Color, distortion, water, warp ripple. What's warp ripple? Let's have a look at that. Oh, look at that. See? See? Am I right? I don't even know what I'm saying, but I am right. Okay, so let's make 2 layers for those. We'll move them at different sides, have it spawn occasionally, and we got weed. All right, so background effects. So I want something above background but below effects. So we'll call it weed close. And we'll move it down here somewhere. My mouse has stopped again. There it goes. All right. So let's change that to weed background. So we'll go weed background, and we can make those ones. And then we'll have a weed foreground. Move that below the UI and below the debug and over the enemies. Let's move this guy up to the foreground and see what he looks like giant. Oh, I love it. I love it. And I wonder if there's a way to tag them. Let's just add an instance variable for or back. Okay, and how's that going to work? Okay, for now, let's just move it. On start of layout, every tick will take seaweed, and we will set its X position to its current X. So seaweed dot X minus 3. We'll make it move nice. That's probably going to be too quick. We'll see. Yeah, that's way too quick. I guess foreground, though, we'll make foreground maybe 1.5 and background. Let's actually just clone the object. That's probably the easiest way to do this. Okay, so we'll take a seaweed background, we'll put it in there. Oops. And we'll actually put it on the background layer. And on this guy, frequently amplitude speed -1. Give it a little bit of. Yeah, so all I did was when you open up on objects in Construct 2, so how I made that effect is every single object in Construct 2 has like instance variables, behaviors, and effects. So a behavior is something like I want it to persist. So if I leave this layout and I come back to it, I want it to still be in the same location. You can set it to scroll to, you can check line of sight, you can say you want it to flash, or all that's behaviors, right? So, and you can do something like just as easy as like this thing has physics. But then you also have your effects, which is just you click on your effects, click on plus, and you can see you can like color things. You've got all sorts of noise masks and distortions and crystal balls and all sorts of crazy stuff in there. So now it's all WebGL based. So I don't know if it's supported on Windows phones. If it's not, I'll probably upload this to GameJolt as well so that people can get the full effect. So we'll put seaweed background on there. And seaweed background's going to move a little bit. So foreground's going to go faster, seaweed background's going to go slower. So oh, are you kidding me? Like the one, no, I shouldn't say the one thing, because I can say a lot of awesome things about the Construct people, about the company that makes it, Sarah. But you know what? Like, I kid you not, they release quickly. They put in awesome features all the time. Like, and you pay once. Like, you pay once for a pro license, and it's just yours. And like, there's a lot of stuff in here, and they're always bug fixing. Like, I think every week, I think they put out a new release with either bug fixes or new features every week. Now that's going to be slowing down because they're working towards putting out Construct 3 right now. Construct 2 just hit their version 2, so it's and it's stable and just a joy to use. Like, I really cannot say enough good things about them, but I'll say lots of them because it's awesome. All right, set X to seaweed background minus, and background's gonna move slower. That actually is kind of cool. I can dig it. All right, let's spawn those bad boys. And so, what's the best way to spawn them? I'm going to add a new global called seaweed foreground. And we'll set that initial value to about 50, no, about 120. Good. And we'll add a new one called seaweed background, and we'll set that one to about 220. And then every tick we'll just reduce those. Wow, I misspelled seaweed horribly. That's all right. Seaweed background, good. And then system compare variable seaweed foreground is less than or equal to 0. Good. Then now we will set seaweed foreground. Oops, set value. Seaweed foreground to floor random minimum of, I don't know, 50, maximum of 200. Good. Whoa. Oh, we need another bracket in there. Good. And then we'll clone that. And we'll replace. Can we replace variables? No, not without doing this. Let's go up and actually name that properly because it'll bug me till the end of time. Good. Seaweed background, seaweed foreground are set. So when seaweed foreground is less than or equal to 0, we'll spawn a new seaweed on the foreground. So we'll do that. You have to have something spawn something, so the player can spawn it. Since players are our only stable thing, for some reason we can't. We're going to spawn some seaweed on layer weed foreground, and then we'll set the position of that seaweed somewhere. There we go. To X, which is our layout width. plus 120. Probably only need about 80. And then, hold on, I'm going to have to clean these up at some point. But for now, we'll set the Y to the layout height. Plus about 20, just to get rid of that janky bottom that I put on that thing. Good. Whoops. Do the same thing, except this one will be seaweed background, and we'll spawn it on the weed background. Good. And same position, should be fine. And we'll probably scale them in a second, but I just want to make sure that's working. Clean that up at some point. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, they're already both moving. Whoa, what is happening there? I mean, other than it looks awesome, obviously. Oh, the player is spawning them and setting them to a weird spot. Player ship. Set seaweed foreground, set seaweed background. Set seaweed background to on layer weed background. Set yes. That should be marginally better. Okay, and seaweed x, compare x is less than -60, then we'll destroy it. And we'll do the same thing for the seaweed. Good. Okay, I see what's happening. So I actually okay, so we want to set it to divided by 2 plus floor random. This will give us adjusted heights. So we'll call it between 20 and 100. And we'll do the same over here. Whoa, not like that though. There we go. Oh, see, the background ones are, whoa, that's a lot of weeds. It does look hot though. I mean, but it just doesn't need to spawn that often. All right, so what time are we at? Okay, so it's just about 6:30 here. Yeah, so we'll have way less weeds. go. Way less weeds. And the ones in the background are spawning too high. Plus floor, plus another, I don't know, 120? Let's see how that goes. That's better. Geez, I just need to add the coins back in, and we're pretty well. And then I need to do a start menu and an end screen. And I'm not going to do the ship damage. We'll pull that out for now. This looks good. I mean, I know I'm making it, so I shouldn't sound so surprised. But I mean, that's someone else's art, so I mean, that's why it looks good, right? Because it's not me that made it. But I mean, the bubbles, and those look nice. Made the seaweed, that looks halfway decent. Yeah, I think this is. It's almost too easy though right now. I need some sort of limiting for the number of shots you can do. Because right now you could like rank on it and have like, and you could just sit there in one lane. Thing with the... Yeah, this is good. This is good. All right, so... Next up, we need to limit shots some way. And do we need, do I even need coins? Yeah, no. Yeah. No, I mean, we could do it by fish destroyed and have a, oh, sorry, dogs. I banged on my desk. They thought I was, I may actually need to. No, I'm not even going to do ship damage visuals. I think it's going to be like, your ship runs into one of these guys and you blow up. We'll make it simple. Boom. See, that's the old and game over from the last game. I think I need to feed my dogs too. It's like 6:30. This is normally when they eat. I haven't even considered food for myself yet. Okay, so what do I want to get done before I eat? The fish are spawning in weird spots. Let's see where they spawn. Yeah, so let's change coins to just a score. Score. Now there is a function in here for my coins somewhere. Update coins to... I thought there was a leading zeros function or something. zero pad. Yes! See? They make awesome stuff. 4 digits. There we go. We'll change player coins to player score. And then every time we blow up a fish, fish on destroyed, system, add to player score, 100 points. The good old 100 points. Of course, now it's not actually updating the score. I had a function for that. Call function update coins, which really should be update score. It's too bad I'm using someone else's assets for this, because this would probably sell as a like a bundle. Boom. Nope. Anyone? No. You guys don't want to update score at all? Oh. That is the one thing that doesn't change. There we go. And I always like my scores to like scroll up. So I'm going to add a target score. And we'll set that initially when we come in. System set value, target score to 0. And every tick if compared to values, if player score is less than target score, then player score, so we'll add to player score 1, and we will call that update. Good. And then instead of setting the player's current score, you know, we could just spawn some coins. They don't have to be like, because I had them showing up on explosions before, but we could just spawn them, really, which would be fine. It's good. On destroyed, add 100 to target score. There. Come on, work. Whoa! Oh, it's not. Yeah. Something's flickering in there. It's probably because it's not monospace. Okay, let's just split it into two. We'll put score in one place. The numbers are going to be moving. It won't matter that much that they're not. So. Then I've got to... Bugger, I opened up a can of worms. A hideous, hideous can of fish worms. I wonder if I aligned that left, if it would. I bet you that would be way better. Because then the score isn't actually... We'll give them extra. Ah, see, that's way better. Yeah. Boom. Okay. Well, I'm going to call that pretty damn good for now. And I'm going to go feed my dogs and possibly myself. Adam, thanks for joining. I will be back in about 30 minutes, give or take.